going on, everybody? Welcome to Game On Forever. I am your host, the Game Freak. Today we are going to talk about some Evercade, the arcade carts in particular. And what I'm going to do is I am going to give my suggestion, my opinion, the best 10 arcade carts that you need to have if you are an Evercade fan. Now, the Evercade arcade carts have a special place for me. Like, this is what, or these carts, I'm sorry, are what drew me in to Evercade. Um, when I got the VS when it first came out, like immediately in my head, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna build an arcade cabinet, and this thing is gonna power it, and I can throw these arcade carts in there and play the way that you're supposed to play. And the reason that immediately went through my head is because then I found out that a lot of arcade sticks were compatible with the VS. So I did a little bit of research, ended up getting a Mayflash F300, and I built the Freecade, which you see right back here. And that's where I play my Evercade arcade carts. So, since the last time I did an arcade, like my favorite arcade carts, like in order, we only had 10 arcade carts. Now we have 20. Well, I have 19 of them because I skipped out on Data East 2 because I personally think that that cart is garbage. I did a pre-review on it. I was not impressed with any of the games on it, so I was just like, no, you know what? You ain't gonna get me with those numbers on the spine of the carts, man. I can live without that one. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to go through in order from 10 down to 1, the carts, arcade carts that I think you should own if you are an Evercade fan. So here are my top 10. And let's start at number 10, and that is Atari Arcade 2 collection. This collection is so much better than the first collection. The first collection would have been good if we had paddles or a trackball, but most of those games are just unplayable. So unfortunately, it's probably the worst arcade cart. To be honest, it's probably worse than Data East 2 in my opinion. But Arcade 2, I had to get this one. And the games that really stood out for me were Berserk and Frenzy. I had to get it. I mean, I didn't get this game because of Fire Truck. I got this mainly because of Berserk, but then I saw Frenzy was on there. I was like, "Oh, hell yeah, man. That's going to be awesome." So, yeah, a lot of fun. I do enjoy this cart a lot. So that comes in at number 10. Number 9, I was very skeptical when I bought this cart because I was only familiar with two of the games actually, and turns out I had a lot of fun playing these games. There's some really hard games on here though, and that is the Windjammers Carniv and Friends cart. This is what's coming in at number 9. The standout games for me on this was obviously Vapor Trail because I'm a huge flying shooter fan, and Carniv. But Carniv, man, I forgot how damn hard that game is. So yeah, really cool cart. And honestly, Windjammers kind of shocked me. I thought that I was gonna hate that game, and it's a pretty fun game actually. Okay, so at number 8, we have Toaplan Arcade 2 collection. Toaplan just has a lot of good collections on the Evercade. I think the standout, which is kind of crazy because these are heavily flying shooter carts, but Wardner on this is like the standout for me. I love it. It's an awesome little platformer. The flying shooters are really good on here too. I mean, like Twin Cobra, Twin Hawk, Fire Shark, yeah, Hellfire. All great flying shooters, but Wardner for some reason is the standout game for me on this cart. So this comes at number 8. Now, Number 7, and this is an OG cart. This actually came with, I believe, the EXP when it first came out, and that is the Irem Arcade 1. Hopefully, we get an Irem Arcade 2 soon. This is just a banger of a cart right here. This has 6 games on it, and the standout on this is In the Hunt. This is a game that I always wanted to play, and this was the first time I got to play it when I bought the Evercade EXP, and this came with it. I was like, oh my god, man, I was just missing out. In the Hunt is just an awesome, awesome game, and this has R Type on it. It has Moon Patrol. Unfortunately, it has 10-yard fight. That's probably the weak link on this cart is 10-yard fight. Worst football game ever made, but In the Hunt, badass game. So that comes in at 7. All right, so number 6, we have Toaplan again, and this is Toaplan Arcade 1 collection. Another great cart. Toaplan just has so many good games. Zero Wing is the standout game for me on this. A lot of people don't like Truxton either, but I actually like Truxton. Truxton is also on here. So 2 really good flying shooters on here. This is a cart that has 8 games on it. A lot of good games on here. So a lot of fun. All right. So now we have 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. All right. Number 5. I can't count today. Number 5, another OG cart. And this is one of the first ones. I believe this one came with my EXP, or not EXP, VS, the premium edition, because it came with 2 carts. And one of them was the Data East Arcade 1 collection. Data East just has tons of great games. And, Bad Dudes. Bad Dudes is always a standout to me, but it also has cult classics like Burger Time. But the game that really caught my attention and interested me because it was the first time I ever played it was Gate of Doom. That game is just badass. So super cool game. That's number 5. All right, so at number 4, you probably know which collection this is coming from, but it is Neo Geo Arcade 3. I'm a huge Neo Geo fan, so this is just a must cart. This has 6 games on it, and I would say the standout game on this cart is Metal Slug 3, but it also has a pretty good flying shooter. It's probably bottom of the barrel when it comes to Neo Geo flying shooters, but Ghost Pilot's still a really fun flying shooter. But yeah, Metal Slug 3, awesome, awesome game. All right, getting down to 3. Number 3, another Neo Geo Arcade 2. This is another phenomenal cart. They put together some really good collections with Neo Geo. And again, like I said, this is Arcade Collection 2. This also has 6 games on it. And, Metal Slug 2 and Ninja Commando are probably the 2 standouts for me. I'm just a big Metal Slug fan, so I was like, hell yeah, man, Metal Slug 2, man. I'm jamming on that stuff. It's just an all-around great cart. And at number 2, to top off the Neo Geo carts that have came out this year, is Neo Geo Arcade 1. This is my favorite of the 3 that came out. 2 actually big standouts on this cart. Again, 6 games on it. Metal Slug, the first one, and Shock Troopers. I forgot how much I love Shock Troopers. And you also get Ironclad. Ironclad is just a very, very underrated flying shooter. So just lots of great games on this cart. So highly, highly recommend. And the best arcade cart for the Evercade, in my opinion, this is just a banger of a cart. Even though these Neo Geo carts are phenomenal, I just don't think they top this one. Maybe next year's Neo Geos will top this, but who knows? I guess we'll see. But that is Toa Plan Arcade 3. One word, Batsugan. Absolutely love that game. This has 7 games on it, and Truxton 2 is on there, Outzone is on there. It's just, oh my god, Fixate. It's just a great cart. This is probably the cart that stays in that Freecade the longest. I absolutely love this cart. So highly, highly recommend Toa Plan Arcade 3. So let me know if you agree or disagree with that list in the comments section. And before we end this video, of course, I need to give a huge shout out to my channel members. You guys are absolutely awesome and amazing, and I will give you the shout out you deserve because you'll never go unnoticed right before the closing credits. So stand by for that. And if you are new to this channel, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. It really helps out this channel a lot, and I greatly, greatly appreciate it. And if you are a content creator, don't forget to type in that word content right down there in the comment section. We have something on this channel that I like to call the Game Freak Army. And what we do is if we see that word content, we go to your channel and we will subscribe to you. And it doesn't matter if you're a gaming channel or not. Any kind of channel, man. Just type in content. We will go there and hook you up, man. We'll help you out because that's what we do here, man. We want to help each other out, help each other's channels grow. This isn't a popularity contest. No one's trying to be king of YouTube or anything like that. So just feel free to type in content right down there in the comment section. And once again, I want to thank you guys for taking the time to watch this video. And until the next one, game on, everybody.